Well, hello, hello. Are you with me?
Yep, I'm with you. I had to unmute.
I don't know. Normally, when I go on StreamYard, my phone will go a notification that I went live because I usually have the notification on. I had it on for this one, but I didn't get a notification just now.
Huh.
That's
Interesting.
yeah, that's different. Um, so hey Dilly, welcome in. You're my first viewer on this new streaming platform that we're testing out tonight. Thank you for coming. Oh, can you hear us okay? Can you let me know in the chat if you can hear us okay and we can make sure we're working here. Oops, I got stuff set up a little bit different than usual right now. I'm kind of got myself confused. My phone's on the opposite side of where I normally would put it, so it just kind of messed me up for a moment. Ugh, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Hi, Shauna. Welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Dilly, Shauna.
Like I said, for those of you just joining and those of you who are just listening in, this is a different streaming platform. This is not the one that I was told about by somebody earlier, but this is a different one that I actually had an account set up for a long time ago. I just never attempted to use it. I was kind of intimidated by it, but I got so used to StreamYard, I thought, okay, well, let me try this. And so I tested it out earlier. I called Joe. I was like, jump in here with me. Decided to set up a live stream to see how this would flow and see what you guys thought about it. And I was telling Joe right as we were going to air, something came down in the Koberger filings today that I just got a glimpse of and I really want to go look at. So we'll pull that up in just a second and make sure screen sharing and all that works. It's a good test.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. I'm
Yeah.
interested to hear. It's funny. We kind of have our own cases that we're paying attention to, and obviously, you know
Mhm.
a lot about Lori Daybell, and you know a lot about Delphi, and a whole lot more about Koberger than I will ever know. But we just kind of bounce back and forth between the cases between the two of us. I think it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that way we can keep up with like when you're working on Lori's stuff, I am focusing on the Koberger stuff and we can be able to bring the latest to everyone. If I miss something or you miss something, we're like, "Hey, did you hear or see this?" So I think it works out as well. Um,
Yeah.
I like it. So, man, I ate way too much food at dinner. I haven't eaten. Had gotten to a point where I just couldn't eat spaghetti, right? Like all my life, spaghetti, spaghetti. It's like I'm done with spaghetti. So I haven't eaten it in so long. But tonight I ate spaghetti and I think I ate too much. I think I made up for the time I hadn't been eating it.
You know what I like for cold weather is chileti. So it's like you make a big pot of chili and then you put
Mhm.
spaghetti noodles in it, like at the end, and let them cook for like 9, 10 minutes.
I've heard of that, and my son would probably he might eat that because he's a chili freak and a spaghetti freak. So he might like the 2 combined, but he's weird where he don't like stuff combined that he don't think should be combined. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But
Yep.
my ex-mother-in-law used to make a thing called chicken spaghetti, and it was baked though, but it's the best thing ever, and I knew when I got my divorce, I was like, "Man, I'm never gonna get her food again." Never.
Oh,
Like,
the sacrifices we make, but you know
I
what?
know.
I bet it was totally worth it.
Oh, damn, was it worth it? I don't even care if I ever get the recipe. I told my daughter, I said, "You need to be getting your grandma's recipes, dang it. She getting on up there, you better get them recipes, girl." But my daughter could care less, she's not making it.
Yeah, I used to make big old pots of spaghetti for our kids. I had 4 boys, so
Yeah.
depending on what time of year it was, what their activity level was, what their hunger level was, I would have a bunch of leftover spaghetti, and I would make baked spaghetti.
Mm,
I would,
I love that stuff, and when I was pregnant with my well, my 18-year-old, I craved baked spaghetti from this one restaurant. Like, I was, like, always wanting that stuff. It was, like, so good. Maybe that's why I got tired of spaghetti, because I ate so much of that when I was pregnant.
Right, right.
But
Yeah, in Lafayette, it was Fazoli's. So we would go to
we had a
Fazoli's, like,
Fazoli's here. You
yeah,
guys had one up, okay, yeah, I know
yeah.
that
They did
place.
they did baked spaghetti there, and then that was good stuff. That was where I learned how to make it, and I could make it better than them, but they still did a pretty decent job, and they had free
Thank you, V.
breadsticks, like all the free breadsticks you could eat.
Oh, really? Well, oh, that's dangerous for someone like me. Y'all have Outback, like that bread at Outback's a restaurant, like a steakhouse,
Oh
and
yeah, oh
they
yeah.
have that, brown pumpernickel type bread or whatever that is they call theirs. But that man, that was dangerous because between that and my salad, and I love steak, but by the time my steak got there, I was like, "Man, this might
Right? You're
I may
already
have to
full.
take a nap and then get up in a minute and eat this or just take this shit home."
Yep.
Goulash, oh my god. Girl, that's one of my favorites. Your husband does that, Joe, or makes a goulash concoction. I made goulash just, like, last week. It is one of my favorite comfy, this time of year, we love those comfort foods, right? The big pot of comfort food that you could eat on for a couple days. Joe and I were talking about that, eating on our stuff for a couple days. Thanks for coming in, V. I'm glad the test is working. Um, I gotta make sure I figure out where all the buttons are. If I hit something accidentally, we go down, guys. I'll try to come back up. But I gotta share this screen and I need to make sure I hit the right button. I was practicing with Joe. Oh, here we go. I was like, I almost forgot already. Okay. Remember during the hearing, they mentioned, the judge mentioned possibly getting transcripts from that closed hearing. I think he's
Right.
releasing them. That's what this is about. So let's
Oh
see if
wow.
can you guys, yeah, let me try to get this up where we can all see it, where I can see it too. Excuse me. Okay. Order regarding the January 23rd, 2025 hearing transcript. The court reporter assigned to the hearing in this matter on January 23rd, 2025, shall prepare a verbatim transcript of the portion of the hearing that was closed to the public. Upon completion of the transcript, the parties will have 14 days to identify those portions of the transcript that should be redacted from public disclosure, providing a basis for the same. Better give that judge a good reason, I guess. Therefore, after the court will release to the public a redacted transcript of the previously closed portion of the hearing. Wow. That's huge. If you look at Delphi compared to that right there, that's really cool. Welcome in, Beach Bum. Did you expect we would get the transcript from that closed hearing?
Nope. Nope. In Indiana, you need to come up with like thousands of dollars to get them to make that transcript.
Oh, this judge is going to get them and release them, and then once they get their redactions in, like, that's because a lot of that was the IGG stuff and all of that, and they're just, I guess, to protect the names of the family members or whatnot that were on the tree, that on the work they did. So we'll see what comes of that. But yes, I'm about to call. I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. I needed to get a drink. Sorry. I'm glad they're releasing it. That'd be so cool to see what that hearing was really about. I think some of the things were argued for the Franks motion as well. There were several things argued during that closed hearing. Remember, it took all darn day. It took them a long time. And that was the only filing that came out today, that we hadn't seen yet or took a peek at, you know what I mean? I don't never really want to get into too many of the other ones just quite yet because they're so deep dive-ish. That detective's daughter was real upset. She tried to go to the hearing, and of course it was closed. It's ridiculous. Yeah, well, that hearing there was one other. Hey, all eyes, thank you for coming in. They had that one other hearing that was closed. It was IGG related stuff, but it's rare for them to close a hearing like that in Idaho. But at least you're getting transcripts from it. Thank goodness.
Well, you can do a partial deep dive into that if you want to.
And I don't,
we're
honestly. Now, he's done that. They've had their very first one they did, it was like the morning portion. Like this one was like an all-day event for whatever reason because they argued so many things, I guess. But that very first time they did it, it was like a closed morning session, and then they opened it up. It was like an hour long, and then they opened up like a 2-hour hearing for the afternoon session. And we got to hear a lot of good stuff in that hearing. It was just that protective information they don't want us to hear, so they say. You know what I mean?
right.
So we'll have to wait and see how long it takes them to get that transcript prepared and out to the public, and hopefully it won't take them too long once these attorneys get their redactions in. And I don't want to hear them say that's a lot of work. Y'all get busy, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, in Indiana, every single document that's recorded with the county recorder has to have a redaction statement that says, I'm the preparer of this document, and I hereby certify that every social security number in this document has been redacted unless required by law. Like
yeah,
even for documents that have nothing to do with social security numbers, like surveys, like land surveys. Like if you record a land survey, you have to have that redaction statement on that survey to record it, to be able to record it. It's crazy. I wonder if Idaho is something similar to that, where the redactions are required.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know their laws on all of that. You know, like with Florida, there's people think there's a lot of times we get documents are like, oh, that should have been redacted, and there are people who I've redacted stuff before in a document just because it was a sensitive, because the person didn't have anything to do with the case. They weren't like the suspect, you know what I mean? And it was like it didn't involve children, so there was some things like I've had to redact, but just a name, you know. Because not all names, they don't all need to be out there. People are a little wacko sometimes, and we don't need, names for no reason floating around out there. It's not cool.
Yeah. So you're on your new
Yeah. Okay. So
platform.
this is called Restream. If I didn't mess that up, yeah. This one is called Restream, and it's just like StreamYard. It has a free version as well, and I can upload my welcome intro, and apparently I can upload more stuff as well. There's tell me guys if you guys can hear this. Let's see. I don't know if this is meant to be like background music while we're talking. Do you hear
I
anything?
hear it. Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, hang on. I don't. That one's weird.
It's low, but it's probably a good level. There, it's a little louder now.
But like, is it like you got to talk over it kind of loud, huh?
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is.
I've listened to channels before with background music, and sometimes it annoys me. I'm serious. I don't know if I would ever use it unless I took like an intermission, like a 5-minute break or something.
Right.
And I might have to throw up some music for a second. I may have to find some better, see if I can upload some better music.
Yeah. So where are you going to take us tonight? What road are you going to take us down
I don't
this new
know.
platform?
Oh, the music stayed on. Hold on.
It did.
Let's see. Stop. Okay. Oh no.
Oh, there it is. It's back.
Something else had happened. Oh, see, I gotta quit it. Y'all watch this. Hold on. I might just play tonight. Ooh, trippy. Could you look at that for a long time without it making you like motion sickness? Earlier I did that. I was like, whoa, that one I clicked on was just too much. The little background things. I don't know what it looks like to you guys.
I just see your orange background.
You don't see like the
Oh, there it
background's
is. All right. No,
changing?
now it's
Okay.
trippy. Yeah, now we're going.
Oh, it keeps changing different options. They'll change like the ones I. Oh shit. That's the only one close to my original color scheme. So, but apparently you can click on different backgrounds. I think if you pay to upgrade, you can upload a background, but none of that, This one's got some different features to play around with, I guess. But at least
Yeah.
you can screen share and you can still come on and talk.
So take us down a Coburger rabbit hole tonight
Oh my gosh, where do
while
we
we're
want
on
to
here.
go? Let me see. Let's throw up. Let me get there's a wave behind the black window. Okay, let me minimize this. Oh, there it is. I was about to say I can't see chat and I didn't like that, but now I can. I haven't. I bet you I have not. Oh, I know I didn't upload those yet. Some videos I had. Um, Let me go back over here to the documents. Okay. Have you taken like a really good look at all of the doc drops that started in this case, like
Nope. Nope.
like the
I'm
29th? Let me show you guys something because it's
yeah.
so much. Um, Even there's stuff that I haven't taken a look at in so long, but it starts here, right? Is the Coburger. And as you move through it, and they started with the affidavit on the December 29th of 2022, and then the PCA or probable cause order down to the arrest warrant, criminal complaint, everything that come after that. And it just goes on and on and on. And Lori's used to be Daybell's used to be just as long until she was convicted. Now she's got her appeal, and hers is a lot shorter now. But I've thought about going back like a little to the beginning maybe and just starting out with taking a look at the warrants and different things like that, and getting refamiliarized with some of the information and getting those caught up that don't know about the backstory stuff. Now I don't know if rabbit holes you're meaning like stuff out of these documents or stuff that there's not really much out there that I haven't heard. We should compare notes about Restream versus Talk Studio next month since we're both. Oh, because that the one you're testing is the Talk Studio. Let me ask you a question. Is it run like this? Like you don't have to download anything for it? Is it like this one and StreamYard? That was my question. All eyes. But yeah. So we had a lot of different
Start with
here.
the warrant. Start with the
Okay,
warrant.
yeah,
Like the
I'll do
very
that
like
because we've had a
yeah.
lot of hearings already in this case and heard from experts already in the case. So this was the original arrest warrant back in 29. This is going to be the one from Idaho. I have the one from Pennsylvania. I think I have that in Discord, but so that I can probably pull it up as well on here, unless I may have to upload it to do that later. I think I got it saved to favorites. We'll see. Okay, this is the one for Idaho though. Wow, are you serious? Like, why can't I see this? Let me get the screen up here. We can also go over some of the warrant returns from the home because this is the stuff they're wanting suppressed, right? Out of the searches. Okay, so this really is the warrant of arrest, felony arrest, and it's to any law enforcement officer of the state of Idaho. Information under oath have been presented to me on December 29th, and there appearing to be probable cause to believe that the public see, I can't really see that. Let me blow it up. I don't know if it'll make it where you guys can't. Offenses, public offenses of Idaho Code And they name up all the sections. Burglary was one, and they said in Idaho, just making entry into the home was statute for burglary. So we were all like, burglary? What did he take? You know what I mean? But apparently that's a code and it's a thing. So then murder in the first degree, 1, 2, 3, 4 counts for each one of the victims, have been committed and accused by Brian Kohberger, Brian C. Kohberger, gives the county of Latah in state of Idaho, address, all that good stuff. No bail, and is hereby committed to the to the sheriff of the county of Latah, state of Idaho. And then something was redacted, and then there was the rest of that, and there was nothing else attached to that one. To that, and then you had your criminal complaint order, which was the same thing. All right, and then it reads off each count individually, naming each victim, and the count of that, and they're all the same. Count 1 was burglary, on or about the 13th of November 2022 in Latah County, state of Idaho. He did unlawfully enter a residence located at 1122 King Road in Moscow with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder. Count 2, the defendant Brian C. Kohberger on or about November 13, 2022 in Latah County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, and with premeditation and with malice.
Are you still sharing this document?
Shit,
Because I don't.
no, I'm not. Y'all can't even see it. See, I'm reading away, and I'm like, where'd it go? Now, y'all know y'all got to say something in the very beginning. Okay.
There we
Now
go.
can you see it? Okay.
Yes.
Because I had to blow it up even to get a better look at it myself. I hope you guys can see it okay. Okay, thanks all eyes. I appreciate that. Send it that little three-way we got going, guys, and we'll can keep up with the conversation on that. We'll figure out what's best and what works. If you guys are happy with the way things look, the graphics and all, the different things that we're doing, if it's normal to you guys and it's okay, if you're like, ooh, that sucks, just let me know. So I'm sorry. We'll get back to this. Count 2, the defendant Brian C. Kohberger on or about November 13th, 2022 in Latah County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, and deliberately, with premeditation and with malice, aforethought, kill and murder Madison Mogen, a human being, by stabbing Madison Mogen, from which she died. Count 3, it lists the same exact thing, with malice, kill and murder Kaylee Gonzalez, a human being, by stabbing Kaylee. She died, from which she died. The next count was for Xana, which was a human being, stabbing of Xana Kernodle, which she died. And then the next count was for Ethan.
And Ethan was not a small dude. Like he was.
No. Ethan was a big guy.
Yeah. He would have put up a fight. He put up.
He would have. He
Yeah.
would have. And I don't know how intoxicated he and Xana were, because if everything's correct, once he went to a dance earlier that night and escorted his sister to her dance at her sorority. But by 9 p.m. or so, he was back at the frat house and met up with Xana, and there was a party happening. Some little argument ensued between him and another guy. It was something to do with Xana. I think the guy liked Xana or something. Then, allegedly, Ethan and Xana disappeared. Cops were like, where's Ethan and Xana? If you have any information on the whereabouts of Ethan and Xana, let us know. Call this number. We're like, why couldn't you find them? You got all this footage of the girls all over town all night, but we didn't know much about Dylan and Bethany, of course. But according to Xana's dad, Ethan and Xana left the frat house, walked 5 minutes across the street back to King Road, and were at home. And at midnight ordering pizza, and were home all night long once they left the frat house after the little argument. So I don't think they were super intoxicated. He was probably not to the point where he couldn't get up and defend himself, you know what I mean, or try to defend Xana. Um, but yes, he was not a small guy at all. He, you think Ethan could have kicked? I don't know, Kelt, because Koberger was fit. He was jogging. He was into kickboxing. He was prepared. I don't know that he was preparing. I'm going to tell you, this guy had a Strava account. He jogged. He kept in shape. It was a thing for him, and so we know he was physically fit. But so was Ethan. He was going to school for that. Well, parks and recreations, things of that nature. You know, he was always outdoors, an athletic guy. So they were like probably good equals, but one had a K bar and one didn't.
Right. And that like lends itself to the theory that once he committed these 4 murders, he didn't have the energy left to unalive the last 2 that were in the house.
If he even knew about them.
Right. So he walked past the door with the mask with his bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, his game was already off by the time he walked past Dylan's door, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know there's, yeah. If that's, him and how things have happened. To make sure I say that. Let me see what. See, this was a big deal. This was a motion to preserve the crime scene. And I think this one was filed by Ann Taylor, and she was granted, and she got it, and it expired like February of the following year, which was 23. People were up in arms, and that house came down. And I was like, yeah, but Ann filed, and let me get it up there, and I'll show you. Ann filed the motion way back that December to preserve that crime scene, and when it expired, she never filed another one. It's like she didn't care. So the house was torn down. She didn't oppose it. So I figured, if the defense doesn't care, why should I? I know everybody's reasons for wanting it up there, but Pharaoh scans are going to be pretty damn good. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, Faro scans are the industry standard.
Yeah. And the technology behind that and what it can actually produce is amazing. I can't wait to see what it can actually do currently.
Well,
You know what I
it
mean? In a current case.
it preserves the crime scene in 3D like
Mhm.
forever. Like we will
Yes.
always know what that crime scene looks like if you
Yep.
do a Faro scan, which is crazy to me why they didn't do one in Delphi, because Faro scans existed in 2017. I know they did for a fact, and they didn't use anything anywhere close to that. They didn't even pick up sticks with blood on them. Anyway, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know why. They used Pharaoh scans in the Maddie Soto case when they went out to the crime scene where she was found. They Pharaoh scanned that area. A lot of law enforcement. The fact that when they went back out, another big thing with this case is the things that happened that were odd. And once they boarded that house up, and they'd already went in there once and did like their whole entire layout, and did the testing and the 3D scans and all the things. Then they boarded that house up. And then there was the like, big debate over what to do with the house, and all these things were happening behind the scenes about the house. And did I just lose Joe? So I don't know if he'll come back. Let me close something out here so I can make this screen bigger, so if he does pop back in, I can see him, because I'm not used to this layout. Let me see. Here he is. Oops.
I'm back.
All right, you back now?
I'm
Okay.
back.
Okay. So they had already boarded everything up around the home. And then I don't recall exactly when it was, back in the spring last year, they unboarded the, so that when they go back in that second time, they did Pharaoh. But they went back in there a second time for? Was it, did technology improve in 8 months and you're back in there getting better, or are you going back and getting what you should have got to start with? What was happening there? Because it was the state that did it. So I don't know what the full reason for going back in there a second time was, and it was after they were supposed to go to trial the first time, and the trial got postponed and all that started happening. And once that did, that's when they went back in there, which made it more intriguing. And that's when you can see the picture of Maddie's bedroom from the behind, from the where the perpetrator would have been sitting or parked, and you can see there's a large cutout of her wall missing. So it's crazy. Um, I had to make my screen bigger so I could see when you pop back up. Um, it's gonna be anyway interesting to see what those Pharaoh scans end up doing with that house and the technology that it can produce.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy that police departments don't have 3D scanning technology. Like that's just ridiculous.
You know what? I wonder if, let me look at something. Anne made that statement in court that Sheath went to, okay, see, at first it was in the county's hands, right, in the ISP, which is the Idaho State Police, and it went to Othram. She said then it left Othram and went to somewhere else they were just learning, and then from there over to the FBI. And there was an order that came down. I'm going to minimize it a little bit so I can see the whole darn thing. Then I won't be able to read it. Shit. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I need to share it with you. I don't know if this has got anything to do with it or not. Okay, this was a early order to seal in the matter of an application of a search warrant, but it was Coeur d'Alene Police Department Forensic Lab. And Coeur d'Alene is not Moscow. You know what I mean? It's the town or two over. So, and then that's all it is. It's a matter that came before the courts on the February 10th, that a motion to seal and redact. The hearing was held via Zoom with Thompson and Jennings, and prepared on behalf of Ann Taylor, who appeared on for Mr. Koberger. The court reviewed records, considered arguments, and weighed in interests in the privacy, and announced findings fact on the record. And they sealed whatever that was at the crime lab there. What was at the crime lab in Coeur d'Alene, I wondered. Why would that would make no sense for it to leave Othram, a really big lab, to go down to this little bitty lab, and then then to the F. I don't know what she
No.
was talking. Said that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. No.
It don't make any sense, and I haven't finished my videos on it yet. Clipping the exact words, everything that was saying, and getting things together the way I want. I was working on 2 different things at one time earlier, and I got one out, so I'll get the other. But there's also an order to seal and redact for everything at the Moscow Police Department. Let me go down here to some of the one of the newer things that came down, like with the motions to suppress, that would be interesting to read. We'll see what we got in there. There's a lot of debate going on right now on YouTube, about the current hearing that was just held, and what was said and what was meant by it, and how people are hearing things differently already. It's mind-boggling. Hey, I wonder if this means that Anne's going to get her Frank's hearing now that she got those transcripts are going to get released. I don't know. I'm still looking at the motions, guys. I'm trying to pull up one here. Get to it. There's some older ones in specific I would love to take y'all down. We'll have to do a show on that. I have to go. Let me go through these and mark the ones that I need to do that with, because there's so many. Hold on, let me see if I can pull something up real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I'm all over the place tonight because I'm testing out this new thing and I really wasn't prepared to do a whole lot with it. But
You're fine.
that's,
You're fine.
yeah, not a big deal. I'm trying to remember where I put something. Oh, I know where it's at. Now, if I can pull it up. Okay. Let me see. I know we went over these together, but I think that you'll be able to see my whole. Okay, I don't care. Oh, it's not going to share. Can you guys see anything? Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay.
There we go. Yep.
So these are in my Discord. That's why you can see my whole Discord list over here, where everybody I'm hooked up with on Discord, or the ones I
Who
go
is
and look
that
at.
dude up in the top left?
Look
Who
at
is
that
that
dude in the
guy
top
that
up
has?
there DMing me. Look at there. Look, there's some I haven't read. I'm so rude. Damn it. Now he sees I didn't read them yet. God dang it.
Damn it.
I outed myself. I don't know how to make that shit go away. I don't care. It's and then you can see that this is our Discord channels. This is our office, guys. It's not an open Discord or anything like that. There's nobody in there but me and Joe. It's literally our office. Everything is dropped there that we come up with for our shows and talk about. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me. Is that any better, Joe? Can you see that at all? I can't now.
No, you gotta zoom in, blow it
Here,
up a
let me
little
do
bit.
this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do something quickly.
I'm not gonna give you a hard time, but I am. Quickly is relative.
Don't say hush. All right, hold on, dude. Okay, y'all. Maybe I shouldn't have had that extra gummy right before all this. Now I gotta figure out what I did. What I just tried to do. Oh, I know what I did.
If y'all don't laugh at least a little bit tonight, then you're missing out. You gotta laugh.
Yeah, I'm a hot mess express tonight. Can y'all tell?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna throw me slap out of StreamYard or whatever this thing's called. Okay, let me
Laugh at
see.
yourself, laugh at somebody else, just laugh. Just get a good
Oh my
laugh
God,
tonight.
I love to laugh. If you can't make me laugh, I'm not sure. It's like if your body doesn't move. If your body doesn't move when you hear music, can we be friends? And if you can't make me laugh, can we be friends? Like I
Right.
can't sit
Yep.
in misery.
100%.
I'm here for you if we're miserable, but let's get happy real quick. Okay. So the third thing they got out of this is from the home over in Pennsylvania, and the third thing on the list is the AT&T bill for Brian Koberger. So we know now they're disputing AT&T phone and they were his phones. There was talk early on about whose numbers those were and who's all that, but they were definitely his phones, and she wouldn't be trying to get them suppressed if they weren't his phones, right? They have that. He also had, here's the one I always, book with underlining on page 118. There was talk like, where's warning label Nina? If y'all know what's his name, Elliot Rogers. So isn't there a book with, what is it to do with him? And there we were wondering, I always wondered, what book is that and what is underlined on page 118? What type of book could that be? And a lot of people put a lot of research into that like a long time ago. So I don't really know. That'd be interesting. Why would you take that? You know what I mean? Because you're looking for stuff pertaining to your case, and they get real precise. Well, they're supposed to be very specific in search warrants. But yeah, and then here they got his green leafy substance and green container. He had a couple of those, but this is not the second one. On the other list, they took a picture of an item but left the item there, which is also interesting for a
Okay,
search warrant.
hold on. Who is this for?
Brian
Who are these
Coburger.
for real? A green leafy substance?
Oh yeah, he had his weed. I'll pull up both. There's 2 pages. This is page 1. This is the items that were taken out of the Pennsylvania home when they searched it. And then we have a suppression motion for for Lambston Avenue, whatever the address actually was, and that's all these items. So when whenever they used the Bearcat, they sent the drone in. They were watching him go room to room. They send the Bearcat in. They announce themselves, and the no-knock warrant is done. They allegedly find him in the home around 1 a.m. in the morning with kitchen gloves on, ziplocking garbage up. So
Dude, 1 o'clock in the morning, you have kitchen
yeah,
gloves on?
that's what they
Dude,
say. Kitchen gloves,
dude,
ziplocking up his garbage, whatever.
that's not weird. That's not weird.
No,
That's
not at
not.
all. I do it every night, right? Um,
Doesn't mean he unalived anybody. I'm not
if you
saying
find
that.
me in my
But
kitchen every night with them damn, I don't even own kitchen gloves. I'm a woman and I can't stand them. They get in my way. I can't grip. I can't scrub. No, I'll use something different. I'll use a scrub brush, and I know how to thoroughly scrub my own hands. Okay, so Brian Koberger. This was the search warrant from the parents' home. And the first thing on the list is an undescriptive knife. They say that they've never found the murder weapons, so we don't know what kind of knife that one is, because others are actually listed as to what kind. This one just said knife, very undescriptive. Okay, number 2, a book with underlining on page 118. Number 3, AT&T bill for Brian C. Koberger. Number 4, Glock 22 Gen S 40 caliber with a serial number. Number 5, Smith & Wesson pocket knife. Number 6, folder containing vehicle paperwork. Number 7 was an Acer laptop. Number 8 was green leafy substance in green container. Number 9 were documents. Number 10, green leafy substance in plastic bag. It helped his visuals know. Number 11, white paper with password. Number 12 was a power cable. 13 was a
wait,
cell phone. Go back.
wait.
Okay.
White paper with password?
Yes, a white paper with password. So there was obviously a piece of paper with a password written on it. And they felt it relevant,
Interesting.
or it was either in the room that he occupied, his bedroom at the home. Because if it was in a shared, like the living room, near, say, mom or dad had a computer in the living room and that was on the desk in the living room, it would have to have
Interesting.
been probably in his, so yeah, white
Yeah.
paper with a password, power
Okay.
cable, cell phone. Number 14, 3 Glock 40 caliber magazines, empty, it says in parentheses. Number 15, it just says books. 16, black face mask. And remember now, the pandemic was over. It was ending. Not everybody. Now, I believe he may have autoimmune, so I get it. But black face mask. Number 17, prescription. Now, if Brian Koberger suffered from anything like visual snow, autoimmune disease, anxiety, insomnia, or anything that we are unaware of, he could have been on different prescriptions, right? Number 18, black gloves. Number 19, 1 black hat, 1 black mask. Number 20, personal identifying documents. Number 21, New Balance shoes. Number 22, a dark colored jacket. B, a dark colored jacket. C, a dark colored shirts. D, dark colored pants. And then 23 says dark colored shirt, dark colored shirt. Now, if you give me just a second, I'll pull up the other part of the list. We got anybody still hanging in here with us?
Nope. It's just me and you. Just
For real?
Salty and just Salty and Joe.
For those of you who are in here, Wi-Fi password, he was visiting for Thanksgiving. Well, he lived there for years until he had only been gone a couple of months. I doubt they changed the password. Or he
Well,
may have had to write
it
it
was
down. It looks
after
like one of
Thanksgiving.
those.
It was
Yeah,
way,
but
way, way after Thanksgiving.
what are you talking about? When he went to go visit? No.
No. When he went back to Pennsylvania from
Oh, yeah, after the
Washington.
murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been the family. It could have been the password to the family Wi-Fi, but he probably knew it. It could have been the password to any damn thing. It doesn't mean it's even
Relevant.
important. Exactly. It doesn't even mean it's important. Uh-oh. Let me pull this up. All right, I can't. Okay. Can you guys see it? No, you can't. Goodness.
Come on. Get this restream thing right. You got it.
I know. Now I don't. Now you guys see. I don't even know what you guys see now. How did that happen? Can you see me or just the screen? Wow.
You got the search warrant up. You
Okay.
had it up.
Hold on. Hang on. Yeah. I'm trying to pull the rest of that search warrant return up. I'm having to open. Wait a second. I'm seeing two different things here. Let's see. I see you and me on my computer screen. What do you don't see? Yeah. Okay. Shit. Sorry, guys. This is a hot mess. It feels ridiculous. All right, now let me see if it'll pull up this. For some reason, it's not letting me pull up. Joe, go to Discord. Can you go to Discord real quick?
Yep.
Look under search warrant returns. Let's see if you can share your screen in here too, because I'm having a hard. I don't even know if we can test that out yet.
All right. Are we
Let's
on
see.
your channel or are we in our private chat? Our DM?
No, it's in the Discord. There's a channel called Search Warrant Returns.
Search warrant Idaho 4. Let's see.
It's under Florida, under Idaho versus Koberger.
Yep.
Search warrant.
Share
Idaho
screen.
4.
Hold on.
Okay. So I wonder what I got to do on my end though.
I don't know. This new thing is.
Did it let you pull up the stuff from Discord? Can you see that?
No, I can't actually.
Let me see if I can pull it up again. I don't know why Discord wasn't pulling up all of a sudden for me. Okay, hang on. It's up now. Oh, I know what I had to do a second ago. That's what okay, I figured out what I did. Hold on. Sorry. Now I'm seeing what I'm doing. Oh, shit. Okay. Now I think I got it. All right. Now, I forgot what I had to do a few minutes ago to get those up there or uploaded into here.
The search warrant, right?
Yes, the search warrant returns. What I had to do was save the images from Discord to my computer and then I have to go in my files and click it, and that's what I gotta do right now on these 2 pages here. I just didn't
Oh,
do it.
what a pain in
I
the
didn't do it
butt.
right. It's alright. Let me do this. Let me tell myself what it is, so I'll know what it is when I go look for it in a second. Okay. There's that one, and now for the third one. See, there's already so much I already knew I needed to be saving to this computer anyway. Okay. Now let me see if I've got this under control. A file. This is the rest of it, or the second page of it. All right, now, okay, getting back to it. So then more dark colored pants and dark colored pants. And then 25 was clear plastic glove. 26 was one Asus laptop with damage. 27, it says one question mark laptop with damage. I guess I didn't know what kind it was. 28, record of sale Glock 22 Gen S 40 caliber. But he also had one. Maybe that was a record where he bought it, or wouldn't it say record of purchase?
You would think so. You would think
Mhm.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 29, intern photographed, but item photographed but not taken. See, that's very odd to me. An item was photographed but not taken. And then number 30, there was a note in desk. 31, criminal psychology book. 32, documents and DeSales University notebook. Extra large navy fleece. A man's
Whoa,
hand.
what? Hold on.
Extra large Columbia navy fleece.
What is this inventory from? Is this from
This,
him in Washington?
yes, all this stuff that came from his home in Washington,
From his
his
apartment?
bedroom.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry, I'm saying Washington. I mean Pennsylvania.
okay. So
Pennsylvania.
DeSales, gotcha.
Is in, there was hardly anything in that apartment, right? It was a very small return on the search warrant. Possible dog hair, possible blood stain, preliminary testing, no shower curtain, just fire stick from the from the TV thingy, is like minimal, very minimal, right? Um, but then when the warrant return came back from Pennsylvania, it's like 3 pages long and like 60 freaking items.
Wow.
Like, did you just load all this stuff up in your car? How much of it was already still at the parents' home because he hadn't been in Washington very long, right? A couple months. So, majority of this man's life was right there at mom and dad's house. Mom was so worried about him finally leaving the nest at 28 years old to go across the country. She made posts about it. She was extremely concerned about her baby leaving the home. So he had a lot of stuff still at his parents'. So if you're already 26, 27, 28 and still at mom and dad's, and you've had all these, if you had tendencies and different things going on, there'd be a lot of stuff in your bedroom.
Hmm.
Or stuff you took back from Washington to Pennsylvania with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As well.
Yeah. Keep
So
telling
all
us
this could
about it.
mean,
Yeah. Keep telling us about
yeah,
it.
this could all mean nothing, but it could be a lot. We don't know. So extra large Columbia Navy fleece, a man's hand drawing. Now, if you Google that, you're going to come up with different things, but there's a very specific psychological. What I can't recall what it was in now. And there's a drawing that's called a man's head, a man's hand, but it's like a woman hand, but it's like it's really crazy the way it looks. I'm gonna have to get it back and find it and be able to present that the right way. Or was it a simple drawing of a man's hand, right? No, I think it was that. I'd have to look it up and show you guys, but that's what it's called, a man's hand drawing. Now, this was always a particular item of interest to a lot of people because number 35 said ID cards inside glove, inside box. Now, this, what I'm reading from, is a typed up version of the handwritten warrant, and I have that as well. But it is hard to read, but a lot of us have read it, and a lot of us all agree on what it says. And a lot of us have this same typed up version. People didn't know at first, is this what, where were these IDs found in this? Was it a glove box? Was a lot of people were saying it was in the car, but it was ID card side of a glove, inside box. And we don't really understand that. We've heard they don't pertain to the victims. Number 36, various criminology books, notes, license cards. You would expect that though, right? 37, dark colored hat, black colored gloves. 39, Seagate Barracuda Samsung solid state drive. Number 40, a black box Samsung SSD Intel Optane. 2 pairs of black gloves, 1 black knit hat. Dude like black. Dark green short sleeve shirt, black long sleeve shirt, black sweatshirt, gray jacket. 2 pairs of black pants, 1 pair of black jeans, 2 pairs of black jeans. 2 black long sleeve shirts, 2 pair of black pants, 1 gray jacket, 1 gray knit felt hat, 1 black glove, and a motherboard. That's a lot of black clothing. I wonder if that was like in a suitcase, you know what I mean?
Black, gray, dark green. That was definitely his vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let me pull up the last page here. Let you guys see that one. Okay. And this is 45 through 63. So number 45 was Washington State University paperwork. Number 46, note from Brian from Montana. Did Brian go to Montana and write a note from himself to like his dad? Or where's Nina? Did he know someone named Montana? Nina believes that he did. And I'll have to schedule her up so we can talk about that. Because that note, because
We're gonna
Montana
have
is
to talk
also
about
home.
that.
Yeah, Montana is also where the Lolo Mountains are located. So, note from Brian from Montana. What's it got to do with it? 47, Craftsman shop vac, and I believe that's because they saw him vacuuming his car out in the driveway. Maybe it was we heard his car was parked in the garage via Ann Taylor the other day, I think, but maybe they took it just in case he had vacuumed the car. 48, medical documents. 49, court documents. 50, a note to dad from Brian. What was in that note? Wouldn't that be interesting to find out? 51, maroon colored spiral notebook, dark colored clothes, HP all-in-one computer. 54, a Lenovo IdeaPad laptop and password. Tangent model medallion desktop, dark clothes and laundry basket. Number 57, Taylor cutlery knife with leather sheath. See, another descriptive versus non-descriptive knife. Number 58, swab 1, swab 2, swab 3, swab 4 is number 61, and I'm assuming those are bugles and stuff like that, or swabs of something. 62, 2 pair of dark colored boots, and number 63 was 1 pair of brown boots. And that wraps up the search warrants from Bryan Kohberger's parents' home.
Wow.
It's a lot. It
It
makes you
is.
wonder how much of that's even relevant, and if it is, what is all this bizarre stuff, this picture you took but you left there, this page that's underlined, this note from Montana? I got so many questions. Oh, let me check the chat. I haven't been able. Sorry, guys. There's not a lot of you in here, but I appreciate you being here. Let me check on you while because I was reading those documents. Didn't get to see what you guys were saying. What was a bit too loud, hun? Is that something earlier?
Yeah, I think that's when you had the background
Oh,
music playing. Yeah.
oh, yeah, that's right. That music stuff. Okay, I'm gonna forget that's even on here. Watch.
Right.
I'll be like, what is she talking about? Music. Watch this. Y'all enjoy while I read your chats. Can you hear it? Is it too loud? Now I can't see comments. Hold on.
It's like 30% too loud. Like if you reduced it like 30%, it would be perfect.
About.
Yeah. There you go. You got it.
I wonder if I could like save it to preset right there. I don't know. I ain't gonna mess with it. I have to turn it off in just a second. Okay, let me read chat real quick. You looked up the Idaho code on burglary. Okay, hey, Kelt's here. Yeah, I don't believe Z's that he was separating no garbage. I mean, not unless he was separating his DNA. Paper towels, napkins, plastic spoons. He was all vegan. I don't know. Be interesting to see if when they went into the home, they should have been wearing their body cams, right? Those should be on and rolling. We should be able to see exactly what he was doing, right? It didn't. That music was bothering me. See, it was distracting. Didn't she mention something about the body cam? We got to go. We have to review that last hearing still some more because there was something about that. But you would think they
Let's
would
do that.
roll
Yeah.
in there with body cam footage on. You know what I mean? Especially if
Yep.
you're doing this big arrest, high profile case in the making. You got the Bearcat outside, no knock. You already know everybody's wondering who did this. You better have them cameras rolling on them body cams. Show me he's got on kitchen gloves and he's in there ziplocking up some damn napkins.
Let's
Cause I
do
got.
it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. It's not bad, huh, Joe? What do you think?
Yeah. I think we're getting through it.
I think so too. I just don't know how much time you get to stream on the free plan. I'm not a cheap ass, y'all. I promise. Maybe I am. Like in real life, I am. No,
I
seriously,
totally
my
am. Yeah.
sister's
No,
not,
I
but I
totally
am.
am.
Yeah, I am. I'm like, if I don't have to, I'm not. So I was like, huh, what else is out there? But anyway, we'll go with this. So Joe, did you want to do a another episode of your morning show, or do you want me to do? Because I was doing. What is tomorrow? It's tomorrow Tuesday.
Tomorrow is Tuesday.
You want me to run a morning show and we'll get into some of that Coburger stuff?
If you want to, you can.
Did you have anything planned to go ahead and run with
I have an FBI's Most Wanted.
yet on your next episode, or are you still preparing for when to get 12 gauge on here? I
Yep.
think he's live now, actually, with a Coburger. I think I saw that a little while ago. Let me look. If he is, you guys should go check him out. I'll probably go in there if he's still on. I'll go chat if he's still on. Let me look if they're live. Oops, that I keep forgetting. There's two different ones. Okay, and I'll grab the link while I'm here. And Now let me see if he's live. No, it looks like he did one earlier, but I don't think they are now. Yeah, he is. He's live. All right, let me drop his link over in chat, guys, if you want to go check out another stream. This is shit. But I made a mistake.
No,
I
never.
did. Oh,
No,
always. Okay,
I
let me
don't
get
believe
back
it.
to mine. Man, this was like a crazy night to try this. Okay, that is 12 gauge YouTube, and I'm gonna go over there in just a minute. Hang on one second, guys. I think Nina's over there now on his panel. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go over there and hang out with them for a few minutes. I appreciate you guys coming in. I will set up a stream for in the morning, probably about 9:30. Joe, is that a good time for you? Your time,
Yep,
10:30?
sounds good. Yep,
More than likely about 9. So, um, again, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us and helping us give this thing a test run. I appreciate you. Joe, thank you so much.
I appreciate you all.
Have a good night, guys.